Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la.
Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la. Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la.
Mercato is crazy tonight.
Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la.
La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. Ooh. I told you, disbelievers that you are all. You are all disbelievers. I told you, and you never believe me. You never believe me. You are waiting. We don't know. Maybe. Can we trust you, Beppe? Can we trust you? Guys, there is a long time ago, Larry the Bird, he came into my ear here, and he told me, Beppe, I know that you parked the Mercato is Crazy song for 1 season long. You didn't use it during last summer. Beppe, take it back, and tell the Juventini that Mercato will be crazy. Guys, what are we speaking about? We are the 2nd of July. We already have a new coach, the one that I wanted, Thiago Motta. We already have Douglas Luiz, that when I wasn't even dreaming about him. From the moment that I heard the name, I told you here on the channel, ragazzi, pay attention. This is a real story. This is big stuff. And we have Douglas Luiz. We speak about Khephren Thuram, that I was here on my knees begging, praying for Thuram to come to Juve, and we go for Thuram. We go for Di Gregorio, that they are calling the Tiger Man, l'uomo di Gre. Tigre, the Tiger Man. That is the new Peruzzi. And we are the 2nd of June. What are we doing? And it's not over. And that's the beauty of it. It is not over. That's the beauty of it. Mamma mia. I will say hello to all the people. Let me first say that I watched Turkey. With for our friend Kenan Yildiz, that didn't play a good game today. He didn't play a good game. Let's not lie. He didn't play a good game. It is the reality. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But who cares? Or he doesn't care. Why? Because today they won. They won and they qualified to the quarterfinal. Who would have thought that Turkey would have go to the quarterfinal beating that Austria, that is really strong, let's be honest, playing an old-style Italian catenaccio with Montella at the helm. Crazy. Really crazy. And then I just watched. I take Buffon and I put him out of category because Buffon is the GOAT keeper. It's not the same as all the other goalkeepers. So you have a GOAT keeper, that is Gianluigi Buffon. But I believe, guys, I just watched one of the best ever saves from a goalkeeper in my life. What the goalkeeper, Mert, is doing there. What he's doing there in the last second, guys, he deserves man of the match. I know about Demiral, and Demiral, that was not even supposed to play this game. He's the hero, but the goalkeeper. I think that if there is a MVP trophy, it should be shared, because the goalkeeper there is doing a miracle. And I can already tell you, the goalkeeper is saving that ball. If he's not saving the goal there, without Arda Güler, without Kenan Yildiz, without a lot of offensive players, I don't know how they can score another goal in extra time. I don't know. So sincerely, he gave the victory, the qualification to Turkey. Mamma mia, what is... Mamma mia. If you didn't say, please. Before I say, first let me say thank you to Ali. Thank you for your donation, Ali. Racing 40 Turkey. I think that I start to understand where you are from or who you are supporting at least. But grande, thank you for a beautiful donation. I will come back to say hello. First of all, for all the people who are watching, we will speak about Juventus. We'll speak about Mercato is Crazy. We'll speak about whatever you want. But tomorrow we have a special guest. 5 p.m. Italian time. So for a live, it is unusual timing because usually we are doing it at 11 p.m. like now. So 5 p.m. Italian time, pay attention, it's Juventus time. We go with a special guest that will speak about Mercato because Mercato is crazy. And I'm super curious to hear, because Mercato is crazy, about him, what he will tell us. What are the voices? What are the rumors? Anticipating a bit of this, anticipating a bit of that, giving a bit of the backstage stories of Thuram, of Douglas Luiz. I'm really curious. We'll speak about... people are already starting to try to guess. I see Monblano, I see Fabrizio Romano in the chat. It will be a big guess. So I see Pedula, for example, in the chat. 58.2% it will be Monblano. That's what our friend Juve that is writing in the chat. I can confirm tomorrow Luca Monblano will be here together with us. So tomorrow, 5 p.m. Italian time, Luca Monblano here on the channel to tell us a bit about Mercato, and it will be totally crazy because you know together with Monblano we go full power with crazy. So prepare all your questions tomorrow for Luca Monblano. Agresti was here. When was it? He was here the day of the announcement of Thiago Motta. He was here the day of the announcement of Thiago Motta, if I'm not wrong. So we already had Agresti. We had Fan that was speaking about Douglas Luiz from Aston Villa. We had a tactical video from Emi Scouting. By the way, pay attention for all the tacticals between you because I'm starting a beautiful project soon. So it will be a really nice one. For the people that love tactics, wait for it because that will be a great one. People are asking, will it be in Italian or in English? It will be in English. It will be in English. English tomorrow. So be there at 5 p.m. Italian time. Let me say thank you to Bader Nasser that became member for 10 months. Ciao Beppe and Ciao Juventini. Ciao to Nini Baranto, 32 months. Mercato is crazy. Thank you from Sweden. I hope, Nini, that you will be able to watch Juventus. I believe it's against Atletico Madrid in Gothenburg. So Göteborg, I don't know why I said that, and Göteborg, I hope that you will be able to go there to watch them live, the last game before starting the season. For all our friends from Sweden, and I know that we have a lot of friends from Sweden, that's great that Juventus is going there. No, guys, it will be in English, I tell you. English. Tomorrow, English on the channel. Oh, how are you feeling? Michael Gagliardi, Nuka Cola, Styler Z, Bogdan, Nini Baranto. You see, I will, of course, he will. Colo99 is in the chat together with us, live with Christian Poulsen. No, please no. Or, why not? I would not say no. I wish we took Xavi Alonso instead of Christian Poulsen, but if Christian Poulsen wants to join us live, why not? But no, it will not be here. Alex Mare, also from Sweden. So how are you feeling, guys? Because today we have a few news. It's not only Thuram, it's also Di Gregorio, that we have already a few dates this week, etc. What a week. What a fantastic week. Pwah. How are you feeling about that Mercato? Alfredo Pedula on the channel would be funny, lol. But you know everything can happen last time. I don't have personal contacts with Alfredo Pedula. He unblocked me, thanks to you, the chat. The chat that started to say Pedula unblocking, and he unblocked me thanks to the chat. The power of the chat is crazy. So one day, when you want a journalist on the chat, you go on Twitter and you start blockchain. Pedula or whoever. Of course, not now, because tomorrow we have Monblano, but maybe in the next 2 days you can ask to Pedula if he wants to join. Anyway, you know it, the power of the chat of the community of GJustjuve is incredible. Limo, feeling great finally for the first time in 4 years. The club feels like it's going in the right direction. We will be back to winning soon. There is one thing that I want to say about that, because you see that I feel super excited. I am super excited. I'm thrilling. There is one thing, and pay attention to what I will tell you. I don't want to put you again on the ground. I don't want to not let you dream and so on and so on. But there is one thing that is super important. I love calcio mercato. Why? Because I don't make drama about it. I feel excited when I hear a name. I start to study a player. I'm starting to go really excited. I start to believe. I project myself with that player when it's closer and closer and closer to Juve. But then at the end, if he doesn't arrive, I know that Mercato is crazy and that it can happen. So I don't cry about it. It happens. It is what it is. That's Mercato. It's part of the rules that not everything can happen. It's not because you hear Xavi Simons and even if there are contacts that it's obliged that they will come. So I'm never going in depression mode if yes or no. Because there is one thing that we forget. Mercato is gossip. What is really the thing that matters? It's the field. It's the field. It's a victory. It's the 3 points. Mercato is a tool to make Juventus win. Mercato is only a tool, a part, not even the big essential part. You have the management, you have the vibes, you have the locker rooms, you have the people management, you have the training session, you have the injury, you have that team spirit, you have the ideas, the technical ideas, the tactical ideas. You have so many things. Mercato is a part of it. And that's super important. We can celebrate, or at least this is my philosophy, and you can do whatever you want, guys. We can celebrate a player that is joining, dancing, Brazil, etc., because I'm happy, of course. But that doesn't mean that the player will be the best player ever. Maybe he will flop. We don't know. We don't know yet. Thuram, great, fantastic. We are happy. The son of, the looks, the drip, what? But then it's the field that needs to answer. So I celebrate Mercato. And then I close Mercato, and then I'm asking, okay, now that I celebrated you, that I welcomed you in the best way possible, because every player that is joining Juve, that is saying, I want to come to Juve, I welcome him in the best possible way. But from that moment on, we turn the page and we start from scratch, from zero. Now it's time to deliver on the field. And that's important, and that's really important. Please, guys, don't spam. I try to put a bit of structure here in the chat. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jackie. Giuntoli. So, here, Vincenzo. Thank you for the donation, buddy. Ciao, Beppe. Giuntoli should keep an eye on Kadioglu. Would be excellent to have him pair with Cambiaso. Look, Kadioglu is a player that, for a lot of people, is new, because they didn't really watch him and so on at Fenerbahce. Fantastic player. He is a fantastic player that I didn't discover now with the tournament. I tell you how I discovered him, because it's not that I'm an expert of Fenerbahce or Turkish Super League, but it's because I started speaking with a friend from Turkey. And I spoke about Kenan Yildiz, of course, because that's our player. And he said, Beppe, great, huh? But Turkey, they will do really well in the future. I said, we have a Kenan Yildiz. Okay, Çalhanoğlu is good, but who else do you have? I didn't know. He told me, before Real Madrid time, we have Arda Güler. Fantastic talent, super talent. And then he told me, and there is a guy, Ferdi Kadioglu. Pay attention to him. I wrote the name, Kadioglu, without knowing, and I started to watch a bit. Inverted left back with Turkey. He can also play on the right side of the field. Now with Mourinho, let's see if they will try to keep him. There is Dortmund on the player. He's a fantastic player. There were also some English clubs on him a few months ago. So unfortunately, they already discovered him. So it's not about Giuntoli keeping an eye. Now I will tell you that if I go on Twitter, you will see that Kadioglu. When on the 11th of February, Mirko Di Natale wrote, Thiago Jalò and Alcaraz were already names in Cristiano Giuntoli's notebook at Napoli. He's demonstrating that he monitors profile that he already knows very well, even at Juve. These 4 names that could become ideas in the future for Juve perspective. So we are speaking about February, February 2024. William Saliba, you see the Euro that is doing the guy, Ferdi Kadioglu from Fenerbahce, Sander Berge, and Pape Diallo. And when I heard that name of Ferdi Kadioglu, I wrote Ferdi Kadioglu is incredible the same day, February the 11th, because I knew him already. So Juventus, and Vincenzo is saying he should keep an eye. He is already monitoring him, not since that he's at Juve, even before Juve. He knows everything about him. He knows every single thing about him. The problem is that not always you are able to go all in for a player. You can't go for all the player. But that what does that show, guys? It's important, what we are saying now. It shows that we are speaking about February the 11th, where he knew already, he was already on players. William Saliba, now he will be untouchable. Look at the Euro he's doing with France. Kadioglu will be impossible to go for because the price. But it shows that we have a sporting director that really knows what he's doing, what he's monitoring, the names. He knows everything. And that gives me even more power to believe that, wow, this guy is crazy. But I agree with you, Vincenzo. You can put Cambiaso on the left, Kadioglu on the right, or you can invert them. Now I have to say one thing. Pay attention. Messages. There is one thing. Today, Kenan Yildiz didn't play a good game. Needed to pay a bit more attention. Couldn't go and take a lot of risks. We know it was a difficult game for Turkey, even if they won. But because we play with an inverted, or Turkey, they play with an inverted left back that is playing with his right foot, the ball is not going to Kenan Yildiz. Why? Because when he's on that left, the ball is coming. You know how he's positioning himself? He's not positioning himself like this, looking where is Yildiz. He's always positioning him immediately to the center of the field. Always. You watch him when he's playing there. The first thing that he's doing, when he receives the ball, he controls it and his face is going towards the center. Always. Usually he's looking for Çalhanoğlu. That is another player that is playing with his right foot. So actually, the ball is going from the goalkeeper to the left, to Kadioglu. Watching, he's giving it to Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu also, because his right foot is doing exactly the same. And they always go to the other side, where you have or Arda Güler that is playing on the right, or when he's in the middle, they try to combine. And they are neglecting a bit Kenan Yildiz, not because they like or they don't like. It's not that. It's just a natural first body position. And when there is field, then Kadioglu, he goes up. When he's going there, it goes up. And then depending on the position that Yildiz is finding, so that's an important one. Super important. Why? Because then I will see a lot of criticism on Kenan Yildiz because but it's also a why. When you're playing with inverted left back, that's one of the reasons when you're building from the back. So pay attention. That's good. Why? Cambiaso is an important one on that side because he can play with both feet and he is a left foot player. That's a really good one also to try to find immediately. Because when you're a left foot player and the ball arrives, you control and you immediately, because it's natural behavior, you look first there and then you look there. Always. It's a microsecond, but sometimes a microsecond can make a difference. Look at the goalkeeper save. Incredible. 28 months for Orion. Thank you, my friend. If Calafiori goes to Premier League, would you take De Ligt back? No. Pay attention, I have always been a big fan of De Ligt. Unfortunately, he lost himself. That's why I always say the grass is not always greener to the neighbors. Pay attention. But the thing is that we need a player that can play with his left foot. Otherwise, we're committing again the same mistake. Actually, it's a fantastic, beautiful message because this is what we are trying to avoid. We are trying to avoid to have again a Bremer that is adapted on the left side of that center defense. That every time that he's taking the ball, we know it. Bremer, when he needed to build from the back, he was always looking for his right foot. And in the first game that he was at Juve, it was a total disaster. So De Ligt is a player that, unfortunately, he also has that right foot. No, we are looking for a left foot center back, and that's why I would not take De Ligt. Then if you tell me De Ligt could be an option in the future, Bremer is not there anymore, I would think about it, because it's impossible that a guy forgot how to defend. He was supposed to be the best defender on earth. But no, I, at the moment I would not, because it's not what we need today. That's the thing about the league that will go, like I see in the chat. Anyway, it will go for 50 million euro to Manchester United. But you know who can be the new Calafiori? I already spoke about him. It will be clear later. But today I was on Juventus, and I was speaking with some people, and they always know because they have a connection that is immense in the world of Juve. You know who could be the cheap Calafiori if Calafiori it's impossible. If it's impossible. So Calafiori is the target. If it's impossible. I see Kivior, yeah, as a B option, but that's not the name that I'm telling you. Todibo, yeah, but it's a right foot defender. It's not really the Calafiori. Ake, who is Ake? From City. That can't be the new because he's already old. No, I'm telling you, Dorgu. Dorgu is a left back. Calafiori is also a left back, but Calafiori did already his way to transform himself. Dean Huijsen, I see here. I didn't see the name a single time in the chat. I will help you. Stay at home. Don't go away, but stay at home and watch around. Watch around. Let's see how much really know the name, because it's a big name. Maldini. No, Maldini's not at home, guys. Buongiorno. Closer even. Don't go to... you don't have to go out of the club. Let's say it like that. I see Facundo, Felipe, Jalot, De Ligt, Scalvini, Jalot. Okay, I will help you even more because we don't find them. Oh, Serraz is close. Not in the name, because he's telling us Comenencia, but Comenencia is... Bravo! Mamma mia! I found one that guessed the name. Wait, because I have news. I have important news. Where is he? Bravo. Savona. I will tell you why. For the people that are following the channel, you know that I gave you 3 names. And I was happy because Albanese said exactly the 3 names that I said. And Albanese, for the people that is always really well known about the next gen, about the youth team, because he was really following them, especially in the past, a lot. Savona is a player that played as a left back in the past, in a 4-man defense. He already made his transformation towards a 3-man defense as a center back. When I'm telling that I changed his career is because, and we are laughing with him, because I message him sometimes on Instagram. It's fantastic. He's following me. I don't know if he's following me. I think he's following me. But anyway, we are messaging a lot of time on Instagram, because the day that I made his interview, he never scored a professional goal yet. Never in his life. And I said, we start the playoffs with next gen. You will see he will score. And then he scored. Not once, but he scored in 2 different games. One, it was a penalty, and then it was a fantastic, beautiful open goal play. Open game play. Open game goal. Open goal, I don't know. Anyway, normal goal. And every time we are messaging, because I said, you see, thanks to the power of Twitch, you started to score. And he's always laughing. So that's a backstage story. But I know for sure that there were some players that could make that jump. I'm not saying that they will play all season long with first team, but I told you Comenencia Savona, and Rui. 3 players that I had on interview. I also told you the name of Haza, but on Haza we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention because he just changed his agent. I am not sure if he will stay or not. There is that option contract that is activated, so he has a contract extended until 2025, but not sure if he will stay, so pay attention. There are already some teams from Serie B that are interested in the player, like Palermo, for example. So pay attention to Luis Haza, but 3 players. Why Savona? He has the physique. He's young. He wants, he has that ambition, he has that left foot. He already learned the different roles of the defense, 4-man defense, 3-man defense on the left side as a left back, as a center back. So he has already a lot of things. Now, am I telling you today that he's the starter of Juventus 24-25? No. But it's a player that I knew would have participated, or I heard, with the first team pre-season. Today I heard, they told me, pay attention because Thiago Motta, you already observing, because they study, they speak, they check, they know everything. Montero, great friend. And they know that it's a guy that they really need to pay attention and maybe even to try. So pay attention to Savona, fantastic player. He could be that player. He could be that player. That player that does a bit that Calafiori. That Calafiori step. I'm checking because... Am I saying something stupid now? Yeah, I said something stupid, guys. And you're right to correct me. I don't know why I got totally excited and confused telling you that he played as a left back and then as a left, because actually he played on the right. And he's a right foot player. You're right, guys. I was wrong. I was totally wrong. I just checked because that's why my voice started to slow down a bit, because I was not concentrated anymore. Because when I saw it in the chat that one person said, pay attention, Beppe, because he's right foot, I said, first I will check, and it's true. It's true. He played on the right side. And also, I'm stupid because the goal that he was scoring is always coming from that right side. I watched all the games of the next gen. So I'm stupid. Anyway, Savona, they told me today, not only he will be promoted to the first team for that preseason tournament, but pay attention because they are believing in him. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe, because I told you, a starter, no. Maybe they will continue to go for Calafiori. But it's not a coincidence that today they are trying, again, on the market, on the papers, to see a name as Rugani. Pay attention for that. So could Rugani leave to make space for a Savona? Could Gatti be the name that can leave to make space for a Savona? Pay attention. Pay attention to that name. You understand the mechanism? You have a player, you're playing million, it's not a starter. We go with Youth Academy that is promoted, and a Savona could potentially be the new Calafiori in the eyes of Thiago Motta. Yeah, no, of course I'm not stupid. If it's the gameplay of Thiago Motta, but of course when I'm telling you a story, I can't tell you that he's a left back, because then we have a problem, because it's not the right information. If you're looking here, he played. Indeed, here he played sometimes as a left center back, but his natural position was right back in the past, and he converted in that 3-man defense as a third on the right. That's the reality. Then he can play more on the right side, occasionally also on the left. But indeed, that's what I was saying, what Dino is telling here. Pay attention, because I don't believe that they will all leave, but you have here Dino is saying Rugani and Gatti will be sacrificed for Calafiori. You heard it first here. I don't know, but there is a logic. There is a logic. Guys, if you let go Rugani and Gatti, cashing in, probably not a lot of with Rugani, but cashing it with Gatti a lot, you will not save that much salary neither, because it's true that Gatti has been extended, but it's not earning so many million. Rugani, lowered his salaries, so it's not that you will save a lot, but you are making space. You are cashing in a bit, especially with Gatti. With Gatti, you can cash in. 25, you can. Easy. If he goes to Premier League 25, you can go for Gatti. Then you can go for a Calafiori. And who do you promote? Someone that is not costing you, because you don't replace. Because anyway, in today's lineup, a Gatti and a Rugani are not starters. So it makes sense. The puzzle makes sense. So it's not a stupid comment at all. It's a good logic. Will I be sad? Yes, I'm always sad. Rugani, I have a fantastic, beautiful relationship with him. I like the person really a lot. Fantastic person. It's someone that I'm attached to. Then Gatti, a fantastic person as well. You miss the grinta, you miss this. But then on the other side, if you tell me, guys, we can go for a starter, that's always how you need to think. You can go for a real starter, a young Italian starter that we need some cash to reinvest, to go for. And you promote a next-gen project that I really believe in, like Savona, then I told you, some people will be sad this Mercato. Okay, so we spoke about Calafiori, but at the moment we are still there. Bologna is keep repeating, no to Juve, no to Juve, no to Juve. We don't want to Juve. They are a bit pissed off. Thiago Motta went to Juve. They were about to really go for Ferguson before the injury. They hear about rumors about Zirkzee, so they are a bit pissed off and they prefer not. They prefer to sell him to a Premier League if possible. Arsenal is really interested. Chelsea is really interested. At the moment, the guy, he wants to go to Juve. But that's Calafiori. Guys, you go too fast. You're giving me migraine. I can't follow. Seriously, you are going really, 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 really too fast. Eldar, congratulations, buddy. Thank you for the donation. Because we are here for not Calafiori yet. It looks like, here we go, done deal, and then we forget it and we need the next one. Hey, guys, I know. It's like when you are taking these Maltesers. You know the Maltesers, the chocolate. You know the chocolate Maltesers? You take one, you say it's the last one, and then you say, not the other one, the other one, the other one. You can't stop. And while you are eating the Malteser, you're already forgetting about that Malteser that you have in your mouth. You already have the next Malteser in mind. That's how it works. That's how it works. You have one in your mouth and you're already thinking about the next one. This is the Mercato of now with Cristiano Giuntoli. And he's making you guys, he's giving you bad habits. It's giving you bad habits. Because Thiago Motta, then we go for Douglas Luiz, then we go for Di Gregorio. Today we had even two names that are done deal, Di Gregorio and Khephren Thuram. And you don't care. You don't even want to mention them. You don't even want to speak about them. You're already in the future. You're already thinking about Calafiori. You want Koopmeiners, I see in the chat. You want Miko Daze. You want this player. You want this player. Tomorrow we'll ask to Monblano about two names. Because today he told me, Beppe, Juventus is thinking about two names. Let me know if you know them or not. He told me about Arnaud, because Milik will not be at Juve. Moiskin, probably this week he will be announced at Fiorentina. Morata will not go to Juve. You wanted, huh? You wanted, but he will not go. He will not go to Juve. So, we need someone there up front. We need someone there up front. And today he told me two names, Monblano. Not that they are close, but he told me two names. He told me Arnaud, Kalimundo, and Maximilian Bayer. Do you know these names? Now, that story about Kvaratskhelia, it's not true. It's not true. I heard, guys, they changed a bit. They changed a bit the narrative. Tomorrow I will ask him to explain it really well. But if you want, I can already tell you that story of Kvaratskhelia. It's not true. I mean, pay attention. Monblano spoke about Kvaratskhelia. And what did he say? He said, this is the big dream of Giuntoli, but he knows that it's impossible. He knows that it's impossible. But the father, he wants Kvaratskhelia to leave Napoli. Napoli, they offered 5 million euro contract extension. He doesn't want. Wait, we will go with the news, guys. Let me explain about Kvaratskhelia. Cristiano Giuntoli is the big dream, but it's a big dream like I dream about Madison Beer, for example. It will not happen, guys. Did you see how I am? Did you see who I am? It's impossible. And because also I have a wife, and that's the first reason. So I respect my wife, I will not go. But anyway, if I was single, it's impossible to go with Madison Beer. Because you know it up front, so you will not even try. It is impossible. Well, this is a bit Giuntoli. He has there Kvaratskhelia. It's a dream, but that's it. It's all. It's not he will try or he will not try. It's a dream. Basta. Here. Stop. Will not even try. Of course, when they hear the manager of Kvaratskhelia, they want to leave Napoli. They said it publicly. He's losing time there. Even with Conte, with all the respect, they are losing time there. Well, even there, the papa of Kvaratskhelia, the father, he's in contact with Giuntoli. He's pushing. It's actually the father that is saying, oh, try. Take us out. But Giuntoli is busy. At the moment, he's busy. So sometimes the father is calling Giuntoli answers. Sometimes he's calling and Giuntoli doesn't answer because he's busy. He needs to work also, Giuntoli. He can't stay with the father of Kvaratskhelia every single day to say, oh, it's a dream, basta. But Thiago Motta's dreams, let's not exaggerate, but he said, pay attention to these two guys here. Kalimundo from Rennes and Maximilian Bayer from Hoffenheim. Yeah, you see, Nero is saying, guys, Maximilian Bayer is very unique and classy. He is a gem. I would sign him. We already have the hipsters experts. We'll go towards the news now from Nikos Kira, from Pedula, etc., in a second. Honestly, I don't know them that much. Totally honest. Neither from Kalimundo, I heard the name, and apparently, but I'm not sure, it could be, let me check, that Thiago Motta already trained him. Could it be that they trained him at the youth academy of Paris Saint-Germain? Voila. That's why he knows him really well. Arnaud Kalimundo. Because they know him. He already coached him. And that's why he's saying, pay attention, this guy is really good. Pay attention to that guy is really good. He's 22, played at Rennes. What did he do this season? I don't know. But these could be names. But that story of Kvaratskhelia, I see the translations online. They said, Monblano said, Giuntoli will try. He's really interested because that's his big dream. No, that's not how. No, because then you will tell me, but Monblano is not telling the truth. No, it's people that are reporting that are not telling the entire truth. That's important. Now, that being said, we have here fresh news. First of all, Mlaggio, 29 months. Welcome Thuram. Well, welcome is only when Juventus is stating it. But I can tell you that after today, crazy day, because today was totally crazy. I started to watch the Netherlands playing because I wanted to monitor Xavi Simons. And as soon as the game started, boom, pim, boom. I said, what is happening here? Thuram, done deal. Here we go. Medicals. The guy, he will sign agreement, 2.5 million euro in terms of salary. Man, I went totally crazy. What is happening? So I totally lost focus because I was busy with Thuram, which is a fantastic news. Now, the welcome Thuram, you know it happens only when Juventus announced. Now I have a bad news for you about Khephren Thuram. You know that he's playing the Olympic Games. The Olympic Games who knows in the chat when is the final of the Olympic Games? I don't know if he will reach the final, but the final. What day is the day of the final of the Olympics for football? So if they play football in the Olympic Games, if they go through and they go, bravo. Abdulatif, he knows. The 10th of August. Bravo. The 10th of August. They start the 24th of July. So in a month. They start in 20 days. And if he qualifies and they win because they have a strong team managed by Thierry Henry, Titi, they goes to play until the 10th of August. When do we start our training camp? On the 10th of August. Legally, they have 25 days in Italy. Yeah? Other countries, I don't know. New players, I don't know. But in Italy, they have 25 days of holidays players between one activity and the other. This is why we are not even sure if Federico Chiesa will travel with the team in Germany. We don't know. They can say no, we refuse, we shorter our holiday on own initiative, but we are not sure. We are not sure. So, the real welcome announcement of Juve soon. The player physically in Torino, not soon. And when are we starting with our season? We start on the 17th of August. Yeah, or the 9th of August. Maybe the 9th of August. 9th of August, the final of the men, but we start on the 10th. No, sorry, what am I saying? I'm totally confused now. Okay, we start on the 10th of July. There will be nearly nobody. Maybe Sule will be there. Sule will be there. Maybe even longer, Sule. But he will be there, Sule. On the 10th of July. Scusatemi, sorry. We go to Germany on the 20th of July. They start the Olympic Games on the 24th of July. And if they go until the final, they play the 9th, the final, or the 10th, whatever, of August. While we will play our last friendly on the 11th of August, and we start the season on the 17th or 18th of August. What does that mean, all that blah, 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 blah? That he could possibly miss the first part of the season. For sure, the training camp, maybe even the first game. So, Thuram, wait for him. Wait for him. Ben the Goose, 6 months. I'm here since years and will be until the next channel exists. Beppe. I'm here since and I will be until the channel exists. Grazie, Ben. Really appreciate it for 6 months. And we have our friend Mohammed Youssef that took a bit of rest from his work because he's super, super busy now. And he said, you know what, Beppe, I come, I don't even say hello. I come and I give 5 membership to the channel. Thank you, Mohammed Youssef. Really, really, really appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it. Now the news, because people are saying the news, Beppe, the news, that you probably already know, and I will be the last one to know because I have no idea what you are speaking about. Pedula is saying, esclusiva. Exclusive, pay attention, attenzione. Here we go, here, with Pedula. Esclusiva. Juventus, il piano per Koopmeiners, the plan for Koopmeiners. If we click on the article, let's go and watch it. Teun Koopmeiners remains an real objective of Juventus since already last January. His entourage already has an agreement, a total agreement with the Bianconeri, and as you could already see, it didn't happen at the moment, at least until now. The big feared competition from England Premier League didn't really happen. because Koopmeiners gave his priority to Juventus. But now it's time to close the deal. Juventus, they have memorized the request of Atalanta of 55 million euro plus bonus. There are two ways. Or they insert Huijsen in the same deal, or split to two deals, selling the center back in a foreign country, taking that cash and giving that cash to Atalanta. Juventus already made an offer of 40 million euro. Pay attention, because on Huijsen there are German clubs, but also Paris Saint-Germain, as we anticipated you the last few days. That means that Giuntoli could cash in somewhere else and then try again to Atalanta with a higher bid, with a higher offer. But pay attention to two other solutions, Soulé and Chiesa. Eh? What? Wait. But they... Wait. Chiesa to Atalanta. Wait. But pay attention to two other solutions, Soulé and Chiesa. Thiago Motta would love to keep the first one, but in a case of an offer of 35-40 million euro, pay attention to Premier League and not only, the discussion could change. What about Chiesa? Juventus is valuing him between 20 and 25 million euro. The bonuses could make the difference. Let's see if Roma will push or if there will be new solutions. Well, fantastically, beautifully written article by Pedula. It's not Chiesa to Atalanta, guys. I went a bit too fast. No. But there is not really something new on the beautiful recap of Pedula, honestly, because this is what we are explaining you since a few days now. That Koopmeiners is still the number one objective. That 60 million, 55 plus bonus is the request of Atalanta. Juventus already made a bid of 40, was rejected. Why are there not a lot of competition on Koopmeiners? Because he has a total agreement with Juventus, and that's what we are telling you since so long now. Now Juventus, or they put Huijsen to Atalanta, what you know, or they sell him and then go to a higher offer. Will they go for 55? I tell you that according to me, 55, I wouldn't pass. Honestly, I would pass. 55, I like the player, I want the player, but for 55, I would personally pass, honestly. Then, I don't know you guys, but I think it's really a lot. Huijsen, new contacts with Paris Saint-Germain. There are, at the moment, no agreements, but there is still the interest that exists. So, pay attention to Huijsen to Paris Saint-Germain. I always have my dream, Huijsen to Paris Saint-Germain. And we take Xavi Simons for even cheaper. My dream. He doesn't want to stay there, Xavi Simons. Huijsen, he wants to play in a team that is playing Champions League. He wants to leave. Let Huijsen go and give us Xavi Simons. No? But Aldo, no, the thing with Huijsen, honestly, because here the message is, Beppe, do you think that Huijsen would accept going to Bologna? No, because Huijsen, there is something that you probably don't know yet or you don't see yet, but Huijsen is a player that really wants to play for huge, big teams. Juventus is one of them. That's why he also chose Juventus back then. Very ambitious, yes. And not only ambitious like I want to play, but I want to play in a huge, big team. Paris Saint-Germain could be an option. He wants to be, at the moment, like in a four-man defense, he wants to be the third one. He wants to be, of course, he wants to be the first one. He wants to be the second one to play in a four-man defense. But if not in a huge, big team like that, he would accept to be the third one. So the next in line. And I want that as a guarantee. He wants that as a guarantee. With Juventus, they can't give him that guarantee today. They believe in him. They would. The ideal scenario of Juve was you go on loan, but seriously now, not with your behavior. I want to go to Mourinho because Mourinho made me a hug. No, now you go serious again, and you try. And we find your team where you will play an entire season at high level, not in Serie B, but in Serie A. Maybe even abroad, but Serie A was the intention of Juve, and then you come back and you're ready for Juve. But he messed up a bit, huh? That story of Frosinone last minute, he said no, he messed up a bit. He really messed up a bit. Frosinone are pissed off, huh? You know, they couldn't really go for another target because everything was done. And probably, you know, with a goal less conceded, probably they would have stayed in Serie A. You see why Frosinone is pissed off. I understand them, huh? I really understand them. Then, yeah, that's a big danger, huh? That's why I'm saying, huh? The green is grass everywhere to the neighbors, huh? That's always what I'm telling you. The green is grasser to the neighbors, always. Because you're looking at the league. He also wanted push. He went to Bayern because he wanted to win the Champions League, and now he's not even playing a single second with the Netherlands. Did he play today? Because I didn't watch the last 10 minutes. Did he enter at least today on the 3-0? Or still not? I don't know if he entered or not. I don't think so, but you never know. He didn't. He didn't enter neither. So it's 0 minutes. 0 minutes. 0 minutes. He should have been the player from the Netherlands. So you never know in life. Huh? So pay attention. Sometimes step by step, gradino per gradino. Otherwise you go, it's dangerous. It's really dangerous. Chef with an X, Beppe. This news about Bologna trying to play hardball with the Calafiori deal is truly sickening, even when the player wants to play for Juve. 13 months with us. Thank you. Well, honestly, look, I will tell you, if I am Bologna, honestly, I would try to keep the player. And playing Champions League. Fantastic player. Where can I find the Calafiori? We are Bologna, you know what I mean? So I will try to keep him. And if really he wants to leave, I would try to cash in as much as possible. Cashing in on the vibes. The intention of Bologna was to sell him next year. And they believe in the player, international appeal with Champions League. They believe that next year they could go with 40-50 million euro. Everything has been anticipated. So if they can cash in today, I understand. What I don't like is, again, no to Juve. Out of principle, no to Juve. This is something annoying. I said it this morning in the video. A lot of you are blaming, but Juve, they don't go for Italian players. It's not that you don't go to Italian players. You want to go for, but they don't want to sell them to you. This is the annoying part. Anyway, let me check if we have other news, because people told me Beppe, but I received so many notifications now that I can't follow. Lil Guy, ciao Beppe, 10 months with us, grande campione. Who do you think could come as right back? I don't know yet, even if there is that crazy rumor, blah, blah, about Bianconeri. Now, I am excited about Bianconeri because Bianconeri, I watched him at Girona. Is offensively a really great player. Offensively, he's dribbling, he has that look, then that pink. But the guy has some problems with defending. Yeah, the guy has really problems with defending. So at a certain moment, we also need to defend. Otherwise, Thomas, I see Thomas in the chat. Thomas will be pissed off because a certain stability is important, a certain balance is important. If you go with only crazy attacking-minded players, especially playing in a 4-2-3-1 with Yildiz, with Koopmeiners, with the player la Thuram that is running up front, with Douglas Luiz that we are expecting a lot of, Vlahovic, we have a problem. Ciao FCM, guys, per quelli che parlano italiano, andate a seguire FCM News Sport YouTube, dove ho fatto un lungo video con loro e l'hanno spezzettato in più parti sul loro canale. grande canale che riporta news sulla Juventus, dunque grande Giuseppe che ha fatto l'intervista come abbiamo parlato. If you speak Italian or even if you don't speak Italian, go and follow here our friends that are supporting Juve, that are speaking about Juve in Italian every single day. Grandissimo, ragazzi. Di Marzio, what is he speaking about? Di Marzio is saying l'arrivo di Thuram non esclude il rinnovo di Adrien Rabiot. I need to say, pay attention, I need to say that Di Marzio is not the king of the mercato this session. He lost it a bit, About Juve is not the best. But he's saying here on his website, after Douglas Luiz, that is official, and Di Gregorio, Juventus closed for Khephren Thuram. The Bianconeri and Needs, they already found an agreement even on the details. New midfielder arriving at Juve, as we anticipated in the last few hours. Khephren Thuram, 20 million plus 5 of bonus. This is masterclass again, but that's not the important thing. We're speaking about Rabiot. He didn't speak about Rabiot. I click for news about Rabiot, and he didn't speak about Rabiot. That's not how it works, This is not how it works, my friend. Look, calcio mercato, Juventus. The arrival of Thuram doesn't exclude the renewal of Rabiot. The situation. I click. And then there is not any single word about Rabiot. I need to dribble, of course, all the... There is not a single word. Here. Attenzione. L'arrivo del centrocampista francese non esclude il rinnovo di Rabiot, nonostante la scadenza del torneo di Bianconeri. Okay. He's saying the arrival of the midfielder Thuram is not excluding the renewal of Adrien Rabiot. Even if the contract of the Frenchman stopped on the 30th of June, Juventus is still working to extend the contract of ex-Paris Saint-Germain player. Now, if this happens, if Adrien Rabiot extends, and you finish your mercato with Koopmeiners, Thuram, Rabiot, Douglas Luiz, it means that you will need to sell in the midfield. McKennie is out. Fenerbahce could go on McKennie. It would be nice, You put Kostic, that was asked by Mourinho when he was at Roma. You put Kostic and McKennie, direction Fenerbahce, and who do we sign? Tell me, guys. McKennie, Kostic, Fenerbahce, and who do we sign? Tell me, Bravo. You see? Kadioglu, Verdi, the one that we opened the channel with. We go with him. It all makes sense, Bravo. Fantastico. And we live a happy world. Mourinho was interested in McKennie. Mourinho was interested in Kostic. Fenerbahce, Kadioglu. What is the value of Kadioglu, by the way? How much contract does he still have? Kadioglu. I'm really curious about that. 24. Value of 21 million, if I'm not wrong. Now. Turkey and the Netherlands, double citizenship. Contract until 2026. So it's not even a contract of 3, 4, 5 years, Rumors, if I'm not wrong, Dortmund. That's the big rumor of teams You see, Dortmund 70% probability of transfer, Arsenal 50. I don't know how transfer market are doing their calculation, but if 50 and 70 is 120, boo, I don't know. I don't know. Boo. Yeah, he has, Norbert is asking, does he has double citizenship? Yeah, the Netherlands is European Union, huh? It will be expensive, I agree. I agree. No, this is not a news of Mercato, huh? This is just a dream, a bit like Giuntoli is dreaming about Kvaratskhelia, a dream that will not happen. But that's beautiful, huh? But I believe that more, if you go with the Rabiot and so on, then Locatelli will probably leave. Locatelli could possibly leave. If Pogba's statement gave me hope, no, because you know that I am a weak, romantic person. You know that. I'm not lying to you. Huh? I am a weak, romantic person. And if I start again and first, but the things are clear. Huh? Nothing changed. What is the reality about Paul Pogba? Paul Pogba has been banned for 4 years. He made an appeal because he believes that there is an injustice somewhere. So Paul Pogba is actually doing something. He's defending himself. In September, and I tell you September, far in September, not beginning of September, far in September, Pogba will do again an appeal in higher instances, and then we have an answer if they will cancel it and they will say, sorry Pogba, we were wrong, and he will win. Then he will be again a football player, or they will confirm, or they will reduce, I don't know. And that's why Juventus, they don't do anything, because Juventus can't do anything. The only thing that they did was lowering the salary at minimum. I believe it's €2,000 gross per month, which is the lowest of the lowest of the lowest. And they are waiting. From the moment that everything will be done, well, then Juventus Football Club, they will speak with him. And we will see what we do. Stopping the contract, not stopping, letting him play again. I don't know. But that's really far from now. The news about Thiago Motta, official presentation, I watched it, actually the first one that said it, but it's more like a guess, because people are guessing now a bit. But actually, on the 10th, we start with the training camp. Not really that they will train, but they will. Actually, it's next week. Yeah, mamma mia, it's already next week. The players will come for the first medicals. It will be nice. It will be nice. Let's see if we can do here live on Twitch. Live here to see the players arriving. Could be nice. But he will probably arrive on Sunday evening, on Monday. So people are trying to guess when can it be. And they say between the 8th or the 9th. And it's strange because these leaked info, they came after we were on Juventus, where Albanese was trying to guess with us. And then we see people. But no. Well, look, I have no idea. I didn't receive any confirmation. Could be the 9th. Would make sense. Not on a Monday, but maybe on a Tuesday. Would make sense on a Tuesday. Because then on Monday, you have the media team of Juve. They are calling up, because you need to call up all the journalists to invite them. You invite them, and then Thiago Motta being there on the night would be really, really beautiful. Thank you to Andy Golding, 23 months with Giuntoli is cooking. La. It is really cooking. The guy is on fire. Whoa. What is happening? I spoke well about Turkish community, and then I received a lot of likes. People tell me, Beppe. There is Nico Schira. What does he want? Nico. Grande Nico. Nico Schira. I will tell you, we have already information about Morata. Huh? It's over, at least until today. Eyes on Koopmeiners. He tweeted on the 29th. Teun Koopmeiners is still Juventus' main target, but it's the same. It's the same news than Pedula. Let's not repeat. Here, that's an interesting one. Arsenal have opened talks to try to sign Riccardo Calafiori and are preparing the first bid to submit to Bologna, which asks 50 million euro. Chelsea are also interested. Juventus had an agreement in principle with the player for a contract until 2029 at the window, but consider Bologna's regress too high. Tottenham, Bayer Leverkusen and Atletico Madrid have also shown interest. What do we say here? What do we say? What do we say here? That we know Arsenal was monitoring, now apparently they start to move. I told you, when Arsenal is really moving and when they start to believe and they post YouTube videos with the player, not Arsenal, the club, but the fans, then it means that he will get closer to Calafiori. We will need to wait. We already spoke a lot about Calafiori, so let's wait a bit. Where is Saliba playing? I think he's playing at Arsenal, right? Saliba? Or am I wrong? I don't know. Arsenal? He's playing at Arsenal. So, we'll come back on Sancho, but first there are the important things. The important things, and guys, please make our friend Endrit happy because today he became father. Endrit, congratulations. Really, congratulations. I don't know if it's a girl, if it's a boy. I don't know if it's the first time or not. I don't know the name. If you want to share it with us, you're not obliged, of course, but you can. But know one thing, me personally, I'm super happy for you, especially if it's the first time. I know what it is to be a father. It's fantastic. It's a boy, and it's a boy. It's really fantastic to have a son, a girl, a daughter, it's the same. But it's just fantastic. First name is Anor. What a beautiful name. Fantastic. Congratulations, Endrit. One Juventino more. Look, as soon as from the moment that he will be able to walk and to watch and to understand in a bit, then you bring him to the Allianz Stadium, and he will be a Juventino for life. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Really, really, really beautiful. I love these kind of things. Then another tweet. Sancho, attenzione. Let's read the tweet immediately. Sancho Juventus. Until when? Well, let me translate immediately. Until someone comes along with a mega offer, not at the moment, but anything is possible, pay attention. Could come with an exchange, so a swap, or on a loan. The news remained this. What happened months ago counts for zero, because there had been no direct contact. The formula is fundamental. So what is he saying, Alfredo? As long as there is nobody that is coming with a mega offer, and you know which team he is, and we are referring to one team above all that could really burn everyone, even Juventus, and go for Sancho. Who is that team, guys? That arrives with the money, and they take Sancho, and Sancho would even say yes immediately. There is one team. We know it, huh? Write it in the chat, guys. Who is that team? You know it. Congrats, Endrit. No, it's not Manchester City. Bravo, Alessandro. Alessandro is saying it's Dortmund. As first option, Dortmund. If they come with the big money, and he's saying here, he's putting on the table, but that offer doesn't arrive, then, of course, it's not only Dortmund, that other clubs can go as well. I'm just saying, I'm inventing now. Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool, or they come, the player agrees, he goes. But at the moment, that offer is not arriving. So until there, Juventus is monitoring. They now will need to try to close for Koopmeiners. That is the next in line. You know it, huh? Giuntoli is putting targets here, 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 here. You're the next one. And then he goes. Then he signed him, then you're the next one. And he goes, okay, done deal. Now we will target Koopmeiners. Well, Sancho is still stay there. We have a lot of options. There is a big list. We will find someone there on the right side. But our priority is Sancho. Waiting. At the moment, it's not arriving. So, what are the different things? But we spoke about it actually this morning on the video. I don't know for people that watch it or not, but this morning we said, what are the two options? Or, really, we go for a loan with a big part of the salary paid by Manchester United. Or we can possibly go for an exchange, a swap, with Federico Chiesa. Of course, the player needs to agree. Sancho already agrees with Juve. Sancho has no problems to join Juve. He really likes Juve. He wants to go there, to Juve. And Sancho. We are but guys, I don't know if everything will happen or not. I don't know that. But guys, we are speaking about big names. Is it not strange for you? Can you tell me in the chat what you are feeling about Douglas Luiz, Premier League player, Khephren Thuram, the one that we wanted, Calafiori, the best player from Euro 2024 Italy, except of Donnarumma, being linked with Sancho, being linked with even Xavi Simons, Koopmeiners, Zirkzee. We're speaking about big names. We are not speaking about Bellingham, Mbappe. No, but look at the names that we are speaking about. It's big, and it's also international market. I like that. You know, when we are speaking about Yankauto, wow. It's really nice to hear that. Then, of course, not everything will happen. Unfortunately, it's impossible. But we are trying. We're really trying. And don't think, oh, this year we had a lot of things to do. That again, remember when we said during the season, yes, Allegri is to blame and you're all right, but the team doesn't make sense, according to me. There are problems in that team, not about individual also, but not that much. It's more as a team. We see they are dismantling all of Juve 23-24, and they are changing. It was necessary. It was necessary to do so. There was no other way around. It was necessary. It was obliged to change, because this is the Juve of Cristiano Giuntoli. Did we forget something? But Khephren Thuram. We didn't even take really time to speak about Khephren Thuram. I'm in love of Khephren Thuram. I don't know if you watched the tactical video or not. Don't expect 10 goals a season from Thuram. Don't expect, but he's really a great player. Did you see the figures, the number? 20 million for Nice, plus 5 million of bonus that are some easy, some difficult to reach. 5 year of contract of 2.5 million euro of salary. It's okay, it's a lot, but it's nothing. It's really nothing. Chapeau, really chapeau. Nah, that's really beautiful, You're obliged. You're obliged to go to Colo to watch this video. You're obliged. Fantastic. And yeah, more or less, Suraz, more or less, because the foreign players, the new ones that are coming to Italy, they don't have anymore that decreto crescita. They don't have the tax benefit again. It's over. Unfortunately. So 2.5, Juventus will pay 5 gross. It's no, actually it's half. Half of what Rabiot has. Because you need to check gross. That's important. What the club pays for a player. So Juventus will pay 2.5 net, but that means 5 million euro gross. While for Rabiot, with the decreto crescita, from 7 million euros, 7.5, whatever, you arrive at a 10.5, 11 net. No, 11 gross. Yeah, we are there. It's 50%. So it's crazy, yeah? From a 2.5, it's only 50% of what Rabiot is earning. It's crazy. Totally crazy. Totally crazy. No, for Rabiot not. For Rabiot not. Because Rabiot has the decreto crescita. That's why it's really interesting to have him. Then Colo is saying thank you. So Colo, you go on his channel after the live and you watch that fantastic, beautiful video of Khephren Thuram, and I'm sure that he's preparing new videos. He can't follow. There are too many names. Giuntoli is making too much signings. It's not easy, yeah? Not easy at all. What else did we speak about? Mamma mia, the Coop video is done. I can't wait. Not to mention, if you extend Rabiot, you can sell him in a year. Yeah, of course. Of course, which you can't do now because he will leave for free. Look, Jack is next to Dean Huijsen here in that picture. Jack is next to Dean Huijsen in that picture. Look at him. Will he stay or not? I would have loved that to keep him. I would have loved, but it is what it is. Koopmeiners. And we didn't even speak about Di Gregorio. Di Gregorio could already be. You want me to tell you? This should have been the week of Di Gregorio. This should have been the week of Di Gregorio. Now already. We could have gone with a marathon Di Gregorio beginning of the week. Then it's a bit postponed. Let's see if it will still happen this week. Could be that this week he can do the medicals at Juventus Football Club, so that we can announce him. Yeah. Because next week he starts. He will not have holiday because he didn't play with La Nazionale, etc., etc. So this week is the week of Di Gregorio. Punto. But I was thinking, or it should have been planned earlier. Was planned earlier. Then it's postponed. End of the week, Di Gregorio. Because Di Gregorio will be one of the new faces. Who will be there in the Continassa? Thiago Motta, I hope. Sule, Di Gregorio, Pinzoglio, Perin, not Alexandro, indeed, Locatelli, it's over, eh? The vacation of Locatelli. Rugani will be there. Miretti as well, it's true. Adzic has not been announced yet. What is happening with Adzic, guys? And Christian Paulsen will be there as well, indeed. Dusan Vlahovic, no, because he went with the Euro, so give him a bit of rest. And De Sciglio will be there, it's true, yeah. Jalot will be there. That's a really important one, Jalot. Because we saw him only 17 minutes. There we will, thanks to Thiago Motta, we will understand if Thiago Jalot will be part of 24-25. Nicolosi will be there. Yeah. That's why they want to close Moiskin to Fiorentina this week so that he doesn't have to be there. You know what he said, Thiago Motta? You know what he said? Oh, he said the players that are not part of the project, I don't want to train them. I don't even want to see them. So the players that are not part of the project, they will be like last year with Juventus. Do you remember that black and white picture with Bonucci, Arthur, who else was there? There were a few players there in that picture. There was Pellegrini, I believe, as well. Do you remember that picture that they took in the Ritira? Well, it's the same destiny. Zakaria was there, yeah. So all these players, then they were gone. Well, probably they will make another new picture because that's what Thiago Motta said. I don't want to see them. You want to do a recap with a tactical pad and then we close? We do a recap of the team that we are building at the moment. Yeah. Vamos. Then we'll check if they are the front pages in Italy. So the tactical pad with the team that we are building at the moment. Di Gregorio announced this week. At the moment, Danilo, Bremer, the dream Calafiori, still a dream, Cambiaso, Thuram, Douglas Luiz. Here at the moment is we will push for Koopmeiners. You know, guys, here on the channel it is not Koopmeiners. Pay attention. People will tell you it is not Koopmeiners, it is Koopmeiners. Koop with a long O. Oh, do it at home. It's an exercise. Oh, Koopmeiners. Koopmeiners. And it's not Koopmeiners, it's Koopmeiners. Koopmeiners. There is no A or E. Koopmeiners. Koopmeiners. You understand? If people are saying ooh, we have a problem. If people are problem. Koopmeiners. Bravo. Yildiz, Vlahovic, Sancho. This is what we were speaking about, guys. This is a fantastic team. Then here, big question mark on this one. I think it's super important. And that's where we are going to. Where Colo is telling here, Beppe, are you worried about our lack of depth at fullback? That's the fantastic assist that I was looking for. At today, yes. Oh, Thomas, that's a really good idea. That probably tomorrow morning I will forget, but I like the idea. Koopmeiners. There is one thing. That's the most important thing for Thiago Motta. For Thiago Motta, I already told you a lot of times, there are no first starters and subs. That's why he wants a limited team, of course, being conscious that we'll play a lot of competition, but he wants a limited team where everyone is a starter or potentially a starter. Why? Because one of his credo, one of his really beliefs is in the training session, he wants people to go over the limit and to challenge the one that played the weekend before. The left back needs to challenge the other left back. The midfielder needs to challenge the midfielder. And the one that is most informed, that showed the most, he plays. Not that much because of the other team, the opponents or not. Of course, you pay attention tactically, but not that much anymore. But because of you, about how you play with the characteristics that you have, with the intensity that you have shown that you can put on the field. So he wants 22. He wants 22 players plus 3 goalkeepers, let's say 25, team of 25, where everyone is challenging each other. And at the moment, if in the goal we are really safe with Perin, and I put Pinsoglio, but okay, we are good. Here we already have a problem because Keane will leave, Milik will leave. Morata, today if you go on Instagram, what do we see? That he wrote a post in shared activity with Atletico Madrid where he said, here, no puedo imaginar lo que tiene que ser ganar con esta camiseta y no voy a parar hasta conseguirlo. You can't imagine what it is to win with this shirt, and I will continue to do it. Anyway, he said a big love. I will stay at Atletico Madrid. He wants to stay there. So he took himself out of the market with Atletico Madrid. Showing the heart. So we need there a striker. Now, Thiago Motta. Monblano today said Thiago Motta gave the name of that guy from Rennes that he likes. That doesn't mean that there is a deal of it, but Arnaud Kalimuendo. So Colo that is watching, write down Arnaud Kalimuendo if you want to start collecting the archives. Then he said Maximilian Bayer, but Maximilian Bayer from Hoffenheim, I don't know. What are the conditions? Is he available or no? I have no idea. He just names maybe Thiago Motta said, I studied, I made a scout, pay attention to these names. Of course, Mikao Datse is one of my dreams there, but this will not happen, unfortunately. They said he will go to Monaco. But here we already have one problem. Here we already have one problem. There. Ealing Jr. left. Can we already start deleting people? Ah, good news. Di Lorenzo, cold. Freezing. Here, Di Lorenzo, freezing name. It's over. We take him off. Ciao, Di Lorenzo. I'm trying to find. I already deleted Ealing, I believe. Yeah. I was faster. No. Di Lorenzo will not come for the people. I know, a lot of people are telling me Maximilian Bayern is really good. Honestly, I don't know too much. But who can come on the left? At the moment, today we have Chiesa. No? We have Chiesa. But Chiesa, big name in the exit market. Big name in the exit market. So here, and we don't even have Sancho. So a lot will have to be done there. Then I'm asking myself, guys, on the 3rd of July, 2nd or 3rd of July, depending where you are living in the world, I'm asking myself, are we sure that we are playing a 4-2-3-1? Are we sure? Or is it possible that Thiago Motta, in his mind, he has this? I don't know if it's Sancho, then of course it's not Sancho, but or let's do it like this. And then it would make sense. And then it would make sense. You can invert them as well. You can play them here. And then it would make sense. You have a really strong midfield here. Of muscles, of goals, of intensity, of continuity, of accuracy. And you have a Fagioli, of course. You have a Fagioli. You have at the moment a Locatelli as well. If you have a, it's because now we are sure that we play a 4-2-3-1. We are sure. Are we really sure that we play with a 4-2-3-1? We don't know, huh? We don't know, huh? I'm just saying, huh? Yeah, I saw that they listed him as a defender. But, then I don't know why they are doing that or not. Maybe they didn't, they never checked him. But honestly, I watched all the career of Ealing. By the way, you have the greetings from Ealing because I sent him a message. And you have all the greetings from Ealing Jr. I forgot to tell you. So you have the hello from Ealing Jr. on Instagram. But I watched him in his entire youth career, and he always played in that 4-3-3 on the left offensive without taking care of the back. I know that when he arrived at Juve, Max Allegri saw in him a left back. Then, did he see in him a left back because he needed a left back? Did he see in him a left back because he was dreaming about having a left back? Or really, he saw in him a potential left back in terms of qualities? I know that they trained him a lot. Unfortunately, we never really saw Ealing left back, except for the last game where he was able to do perfect game offensively, defensively. But I really think that with the focus that he has, etc., with the experience he had in Italy, I think that it's not even that far from reality to see him as a left back in the future. I think he has it in him. But at the moment, he remains an offensive player. But I saw that they wrote defenders, and I know the Aston Villa fans, they were all pissed out. Whoa, what is happening? We want the striker. And now we have a left back. I know. No, because Giuntoli would have said no again. Because Bonaventura would have been already a Juve player in the winter already, if it was for Allegri. Now, pay attention. We have to also split. It's not that if you say to Max Allegri, guys, because I know it's a joke, but it's not that if you give an unlimited credit card to Allegri and you say, go and try to spend whatever you want, unlimited budget for the midfielder that you dream about. He will not come back with Bonaventura, okay? Knowing that there was not a lot of money, there was really nothing in terms of money, he goes for Bonaventura. Cheap players that could satisfy the way of playing of Allegri. And correctly, Giuntoli said no. Probably could even be open for 6 months. 6 months on loan. Because then we have another project, that is Thiago Motta, that is thinking about it differently. But now, honestly, guys, Khephren Thuram was already on the list of Juve since long. I believe since even before Cristiano Giuntoli. Why? Because Manna wanted him at Napoli as well. And Manna was doing also a big mercato for Max Allegri. And when you're studying Khephren Thuram, you would see that probably is looking more like a Rabiot that you want to admit it. Younger, more dynamic, more fashionable, more drip. But we are speaking about a Rabiot, a young Rabiot, in terms of qualities that is a bit more visible, a bit more passionate, or at least, no, I'm not saying passionate is the wrong word. Extrovert. It is an extrovert Rabiot. Nero, bis Pepe, buy a highlight for YouTube, Pepe, mamma mia, Nero. It's already 30 minutes that you're asking me for buyer. I don't know the guy. Tomorrow we will ask to Monblano if he knows more about if it's serious. Then we start analyze. I will not go, guys. It's not because we hear a name like this then we go and we analyze videos. If you want, I'm working on a project about tactical video. Soon I will tell you. 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 Patient and wait. That will be great. That will be really great. So you see, I like the joke, of course, of Colo, but we need also to be aware of the budget that we had, the options that were available at the moment in the winter. But I'm happy. Beppe, can you explain the issues Italian Juve fans have with Marquise? And that's a question that I think I saw in the beginning of the live, and then I saw a few times. Yes, I can. Of course I can. What happened? There is a podcast where Marquise was as a guest, and at a certain moment, they were speaking about City, not City, the team, the city of Torino, where he said that that old myth that Torino, the city, you have more Torino supporters than Juve, or at least that they are more loud, that they are more present, that they are more visible in Torino. And he said we are much more Juventini all over the world. You will see Juventini in Sicily, in Roma, at Napoli, in every single corner of Italy where you go, you will see and you will find Juventini. And every stadium where we went away, there were a lot of Juventus presence. And there are a lot, of course, also in Torino. But he said, in Torino, you hear them or they are more loud and so on. The problem is that it's a myth, because in the past it was like that. But the thing changed in the meanwhile, because you have a new generation, because you have, and that story has not been perceived well by a lot of supporters that said, oh, Claudio, you're a bit wrong here, where he said, no, but actually, so he corrected himself, saying, but this is what I read somewhere, where people were pissed off again a second time, where they said, no, but the problem is that you are living in Torino. You come from Torino. You have lived all your life in Torino. How is it possible that you say, I read something like that? You need to pay attention what you're saying. So you had a lot of fans that were not happy. Okay, there it stops. Marquise said something that was an old thing. He realized that probably it's not the right thing to say, or he didn't say it correctly when supporters tagged him. He says, yeah, I'm sorry, I know I read some stats like that, and etc., etc. And the story is over. The problem is that today, Ultra, they went with a big banner. As a player this, as a person this, insulting him a lot. With not a beautiful banner about Marchisio, putting it on in the restaurant where he's owning that restaurant, but he's not owning that restaurant alone, he's owning it with co-owners, that restaurant. They put that on. But tough words, and not beautiful words, some insults. Now you have to know also something, that it's not just from one day to another. They are also pissed off with Marchisio apart because they are also telling him or blaming him the fact that he's too much political. They are blaming him that he to look good, he will not make statements. Like when he was commentator on Rai with Variale, that was the vice director of Rai, that is clearly an anti-Juve because he's a big, huge Napoli director, fan of Napoli. And he was there, and people said, because he's always, it's not that much. It's more than diplomatic. It's more than diplomatic. It's too much diplomatic. It's not like I am somewhere that are not Juventus fans, so I will, be a bit more quiet, a bit more silent. I will say, yeah, to something. This is what they are blaming him for. That he's saying sometimes, from time to time, things, like, for example, he would be one, like, immediately saying congratulations to, Roma for the Scudetto. You were, I think he did it, congratulations to Napoli for the Scudetto. You played a fantastic game. While Juventus wins the Coppa Italia, and they don't see immediately the tweet of Marchisio, and then they're asking, did he forget? Why didn't he post that tweet? Why about Napoli? Why about Inter? And not about Juventus? Why is he befriend with anti-Juve and he's not really defending Juve? Why is he making, Then that stat or the thing that he said on that podcast was too much. Now, guys, Marchisio answered already. He said, you don't know nothing about me. You don't know how many sacrifices I made in my life. I lost my youth because I couldn't go with my friends. I lost a lot of friends because I was never there. I lost time with my kids, with my wife, because I was not there. Time that I will never be able to recuperate. That I always gave everything for Juve. That at a certain moment also I put my ego aside, my own interest, my own, for the good of the team. And we were speaking about his goodbye to Juve to go to Zenit. I think that I also said some people, they believe that because they are supporters, they have the right to do whatever, that there is no limit. And this is not the case. Also, when you support, there are some limits. But it's a big argument where I agree with. On Twitter, you give an opinion about a football topic where people, they disagree with you. And you see immediately, people, they insult you. They don't know who you are. They don't know the context. They don't know why you said that. They insult you. They don't know nothing about you, but they insult you. We can see it here also on the channel. At the moment I am trying to explain step by step the situation of Chiesa. Trying to give you every day the information about where is Chiesa, about what is happening. And there I try to always balance. What are the great things of Chiesa? What are the bad things of Chiesa? Why could he leave? What was about his Euro? And sometimes the reality is harsh, but that's my reality that I try to explain. I give you the information, which is not mine, and then I try to explain. Well, when people are pissed off, then it's immediately, Did this guy even watch a single minute of the tournament? And he had the best dribbles, and this. Then you see, it's always an attack immediately. And I believe it's going too far. It's not because it's a public channel that you can just insult me. No, you can give your opinion, but you don't have the right to speak about me like Marchisio said. What are you doing? You don't know me. You don't have all the rights because you are in the community of a YouTube channel, or that you are a supporter, means in a community of a football club. And that's actually all the problem with that banner. Then, I have always told you, always on the channel, that I was not a big fan of some behaviors of Ultra. I love the Ultra traditions ambiance. I believe that you need to have ultras. I really love the ultra everything. But I always told you, if I need to choose between security or the ultra without security, I go for security. I've always told you that. I told you that I am against a world where the club is threatened by their own supporters. I always told you that I was 100% agreeing with Juventus Football Club that decided at a certain moment to stop a lot of things with Ultra. And here I was blamed for these opinions because no, Beppe, Agnelli. I heard as well that you heard it from other channels that were speaking really well about Ultra, but I believe that you need to be consequent in what you say. Today you have Ultra that they think that they can go and insult legends of the club, that they get everything from the club. I think that you can disagree with Marchisio. I'm fine with that. That you can say that he made a mistake, that he should not, that he needs to be a bit more, whatever. But going and insulting on a banner in his restaurant, causing damages there, because you are damaging the customers that are going there to have dinner in a restaurant. They see 4 guys with a big banner. What are they thinking? They are not feeling safe. They are scared. So voila. The last news, guys. The last news. To answer the question of a lot of people, do we have problems with the debt? At the moment, yes, but we are working to make it work. I told you, don't forget about next gen prospect that can come up to support. Rui is playing as a left back. Koopmeiners is playing on the right side of the field. Not really always as a right back. It's more a right winger, but you have also there. Now we go to the front pages so that after that we can close. Attenzione. Thuram, done deal. Now, Bianconeri. Attenzione. Oh. Pay attention. Oh my god. I have... Oh. Guys. Oof. Guys, I saw 2 things, guys. Seriously, 350 people. I will show you something, guys. I need to save it, because it's just in. Okay, I have 2 things that I need to show you. Bear with me, 1 second. Bear with me. Wait. It's incredible. That some people, they have a lot of talent in the world. I will show you. Wait. Because while I'm talking, I'm doing too many things in the same time, and then I'm not focused. Mamma mia. Okay. Are you ready? I will show you. 2 new emotes. Can you show me the one that we have now for Juntoli. Do we have a Juntoli one? Yeah, we already have one, I believe. We already have one. An emote for Juntoli we have. Yeah. We have, if I'm not wrong, we have, indeed, bravo. We have this one. I would show you here, inside here. We have here, this emote of Juntoli, right? This is the one now, okay? This is the one now. We just received the update. What do you think about the updated Juntoli? What do you think about the updated Juntoli version? Tell me which one you prefer. Which one do we prefer? Which one do we prefer? Do we prefer the one close to me, the cook, or the... Guys. Now, we need to choose one. We need to choose one. Yeah, but it will be small, guys. You will not even notice. It's not unnatural, huh? It's really good. But I like it. I like that one. This one, I love. Wait. Because this one will be changed. We have something crazy. Wait. Hey, people are not sure about the salt. Huh? We will do a poll. Guys, we will do a poll. But tell me what you think about... Wait. Okay. We will do a poll for Juntoli in a second. We'll do a poll for Juntoli in a second. Are you ready for the new emote? Who do you think is the new emote? It's a person. Who do you believe we have as new emote? Pay attention because I think it's one of the most fantastic ones that we ever have on the channel. I think it's the most beautiful, fantastic one we have on the channel. Douglas Luiz we already have. Thiago Motta as well. This is the new emote. This is the new emote. The emote of Predator Khephren Thuram. Tell me, how much do we rate the new emote of Predator Khephren Thuram? Khephren Thuram. Predator. This is the best emote of the channel, guys. This is it. This is the top of the top of the top. This is the top of the top of the top. Mamma mia. Khephren Thuram. Predator. Oh, I love this one. Oh, my man. Oh, this is so great. This is fantastic. Oh. Okay, how much do we rate this one? This is Thuram if you were his father. No, it's a Predator. You don't know Predator, guys. You don't know Predator. Wait. Guys, maybe you are lacking a bit because you are young. You don't know, maybe. This is Predator. Can I make it bigger? But sometimes it's difficult to... Wait. Predator. This guy is Predator. And it looks like Khephren Thuram. So, we have Khephren Thuram. Fantastic. This one I will add before going to sleep. Tomorrow when Monblano will be here, we will see a lot of Predator. Fantastic. What a beautiful emote. Hey, this one is great. This one is really great. People are, I'm rolling on the floor. On the floor. But we were speaking about here, about Cauto. Don't forget that double citizenship. Mamma mia, if you sign Cauto. He can't defend, but who cares about defending, guys? Honestly. Do we need to defend? We don't lie. We defended enough. We defended for too many years. Let's attack now. Mamma mia. Can you imagine young Cauto? Who is Cauto? Guys. Look at what's written, In Coppa America with the Seleção, the fullback has a double citizenship, Portuguese and Brazilian. He goes back to City after the loan to Girona, to Nice, the French team, for Khephren Thuram, 5 million bonus on top of the 20. Now, all in for Koopmeiners. Sancho, there are confirmation that it's true, that they are trying. What about Morata? He says no to the big million from Saudi Arabia. He's dreaming about Torino. Monza is impressing on Szczesny. Marseille on Locatelli. Boom. Marseille on Locatelli. In that front page of Tuttosport, it's crazy. Because it's not just one name, one big name. It's really one after the other. Colo is saying, whoa, Mercato is really crazy. Oh, Colo, did you already make a video of young Cauto? This is one to make a video about, because this guy, the dribbles, the technique, he can't defend. That's true, but pwah, that's an offensive fullback. Skira is saying Juventus opened the door to Federico Chiesa. I tell you since months, and you're still complaining. You don't. No, it's not true. I don't believe. Guys, it's a reality. Chiesa, you like it or not, is on the market. It's on the market. Juventus have opened the door to Federico Chiesa's sale. You want to know? You want to know a bit more details about that? The details about Chiesa is that at Juve, they are all convinced. They already made the reflections. They already made everything. For them, they can continue without Chiesa. The only thing is, how much can we lose for Chiesa? That's the big question. You know, we already made the calculations. His words in our books, 15 million euro. 14 to be exact. 14 and something. 14 and something. So, from the moment you sell him for 15 million euro, you don't lose any money, okay? If he doesn't extend and he goes for free next year, you lose him entirely and you don't cash in on the player. That's a risk that Juventus, they don't want to do. With Dybala, he went for free. Juventus, they said, no, we don't let him go for free. They try to extend, it's not working, the big question is, how much are we ready to lose? Because I see a lot of people here saying, hey, Beppe, but 20 million is not a lot. We're speaking about the player that is worth, according to some people, 70 million euros. 70, forget about it. 70, forget about it. Even with multiple years of contract, he's not worth 70 million at the moment. Don't forget, he will be 27. 27 years with a player that is since 3 years not at the same level because of injury, because so it's a player, don't forget about that. Or you cash in now, or it's late, or it's zero. And the big thing is that now it's on top. It's Cannavino that needs to decide how much he wants to lose for Chiesa. What do I mean with how much do you want to lose from Chiesa? That if the price for Chiesa before Euro was 30 million euro to start the negotiations, preferably 35, but 30, between 30 and 35, after that Euro, they are even ready to take a risk of going towards 25. What does that mean? It's not because of 4 games. It's because they all agreed, below level, below sporting level, they all agreed we can do without. Now, how much can we lose? Because 20 million, 25, if you sell him for 25, you do a profit of 10. You're saving a big cost in salary. The impact is okay. But of course, if you sell him for 35 is one thing. If you sell him for 25, there is a lot that you are missing there. And that's the big question now. But what does that mean? Again, that on the sporting side, they all said, we can do without. It's not that crazy at 25 for Chiesa. It's not that crazy, guys. 1 year of contract. He didn't renew. They know that they can do without him. Also the competitors. The competitors are not at the door knocking, we want Chiesa, we want Chiesa, we want Chiesa. There is Roma. Napoli's further away. You remember the book that we took one day and we said it will not be Napoli? I'm sorry, Napoli. You remember? Roma is in Italy the only serious candidate at the moment. Napoli is further away. Bayern, yes and no. There is not a lot, guys. There is not a lot. There is not a lot. So, if you have 1 year of contract, if you want to leave, if the club wants you to leave, if tactically you are not the ideal thing for Juve, if you're still not at the level, if you didn't show it, if you have a bit of that toxicity, negativity, then you lower your request. And that's the big question. Why we arrive at 25? Because at 25 you will probably have some teams that can go for it, while at 35 you probably have teams that will say no. Colo is saying, Beppe, if no one gives a good offer for Chiesa, what will Juve do? Well, that's a problem. That's a big problem. That's why Chiesa, he really wanted that Euro to go fantastically well so that he could attract more offers and go to Juve and say, look at all the offers I have. I would like to stay or I don't want to stay. But he would be really strong. Now he's not. But what is the difference? Is that Juventus, apparently, they even offered an extra increase on the salary that he has today for that bridge year. Apparently, they did the offer to increase it, but it was not enough for him before Euro. The Euro didn't go that well. For Italy, it was a disaster. For him, it was not wow. And the offers still do not arrive. But the problem is now, Is that offer of Juve still valid? Is that offer of Juve still valid for Chiesa? Because if the first time you said, no, we need to think, we don't know, we are not sure, you can take it back. You can take it back. That's a bit what happened with Dybala as well. We don't know, we want more, we want this, we want this. It's strange that if things are ending like that, it would be really, really sad in a way. Why? Because Chiesa had examples of Dybala. He saw how things ended with Dybala. He saw that Dybala that wanted more ending earning half of what he was earning at Juve, or at least what he wanted to earn at Juve. In a team that's not playing the Champions League since years. The difference is that Chiesa has an agent, Dybala not. Oh, I tell you, you will see, if the agent, Ramadani, that usually is a really good one, if he's not able to bring to Chiesa more offers than Roma and Napoli, he will change agent. I tell you already. If he's not able to bring him better than Roma and Napoli, they will split roads. We need to start with everyone convinced. Everyone convinced. This is the project. This is Juventus. You want, you stay. These are the conditions. You don't want, there is the door. I love that one. This is how I grew up with my strong Juve, with the Zidane, with everyone. You are not happy? There is the door. This is how I worked as well. My company is in my role. Look, oh guys, I like you. Yeah, of course. If you are not happy, there is the door. As a young manager, I tried a lot of techniques to keep the people. At the end, they leave. At the end, they leave anyway. Or they don't perform because they're not happy and this and this and this. Not happy. There is a door. As easy as that. Then, of course, if he doesn't bring any offer, you can't put him. Then we have a problem. Then we have a huge problem because he will not make a player arrive, and will not use him. Tough, huh? Let's see how it goes. But it's not Beppe, not Beppe, Beppe, not Beppe. It's every single source, every single journalist is all telling you Chiesa is more out than in. There are not a lot of chance. And if really we're speaking about not finances, but Chiesa will be out of Juve. Because they already decided. Morata, we already spoke. Voila. 2 hours 8. I enjoyed my time together with you. I hope you enjoyed the time here. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Italian time. Don't forget, 5 p.m. Italian time. Luca Momblano here with us on the channel. I'm super happy. You know that, huh? He's a big friend of mine that I respect a lot. A lot of info about Mercato, etc., etc., etc. So I can't wait to have him here in English to answer your questions. Will be fun. That's the most important thing. You know it. On the channel we do information. We do entertainment, information, entertainment, and that's what we'll try to do. Mercato. Even if we did already a huge, big recap of all the things. Ciao a tutti, grazie, forza Juve. Ciao, buonanotte, good night.